guys, hope you're having a great day today. Okay, today is gonna be vegetable blanching day. This weekend I came across a bunch of fresh produce that we had gotten for free, and so I was keeping it in my refrigerator and we've been eating it, like so many plums and raspberries and avocados and tomatoes and carrots and all these things, and then there's only so much you can eat. And so today I opened up my carrots and they were kind of getting a little like wet, so I'm like, ooh, what should I do with these? I don't want to throw them away. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna freeze them and we can eat them for things. So that is what I'm gonna do today. So I'm gonna show you how you can blanch your vegetables. When you freeze vegetables, you have to blanch them first so that they still stay like that tender, crisp form, and then you put them in hot boiling water for a few minutes and then put them in ice water right away. And then you can drain them real good and then freeze them. And then you can have them for like up to a year, probably a little bit longer, just depends on how well it stays frozen. So this is what I have. So I had a bunch of packages of veggie stir fry that was gonna go bad, and so I'm just not gonna eat this in the next couple days, and so I'm gonna blanch. I'm gonna pull out. The carrots are gonna take longer because they're thicker. They take about 4 minutes. These are just gonna take about 2 minutes. It's gonna take about 30 seconds, and then I can throw these tiny little pieces of cabbage in there just at the end, and then do that. And then I've got all these carrots. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and how many's in there? 3 pounds. There's 18 pounds of carrots. So I'm gonna rinse some off just because they have that wet coat. They're still like within date. I know they'll be done today. So I'm gonna do that with those. And then I also have some Brussels sprouts. And so we're gonna eat these. I still have 3 in the refrigerator. So I thought we'll have 1 every day, but I'm gonna take these and blanch them as well and freeze them. So I'll put them away because I like Brussels sprouts. So I've got my pot of water boiling here. This one's all real ready to roll. And then I've got another one going. This is dinner. And then I've got my little bowl with ice in it and a colander with some cold water in it. So I'm gonna keep moving. Okay, I've gotten those draining, and then I'm going to put them on a cookie sheet and just let them kind of sit for a minute, and I'll put them in baggies. So I'm going to get my next bag of carrots going in the other pot. Wash watch my timer while I'm going at it. Okay, so I got my 2 bags of stir fry. I will put this in the freezer, and I'll probably eat this with some Chinese veggies this month, so this is good. So I got my water boiling for my other pot, and I got my carrots going the first batch, and they're almost done. I just checked them. A good way to check them is to take it with a slotted spoon, scoop it out, and dunk it in your ice water. Let it sit for just a couple seconds. Take it out, take a bite of it. If it still is if it's too smushy, you know, do a little bit less than the next one, but if it's still firm, then you can do a little bit more. It just depends on the texture that you like. So I'm gonna do that. So I got 2 more bags done. I've got 3 more left. It takes a little bit of time to do this. Yes, it takes time, but it's something that this food was free, and so we got it, and I think of like they were just gonna throw it in the dumpster, and so that's just such a waste. And so I'm like, I will take some. So I took as much as I could use for our family, and I didn't realize the carrots were gonna go so bad so quickly, but that's okay. So I feel like the Lord gives you carrots and you make carrots. And so we are gonna take them and blanch them. There's a lot of water wasting going down the drain in between pots and water. Another pot to pour that boiling water into, that would be awesome, but I don't. I have 2, that's all I own. So it could be a whole lot faster and quicker if you just kept that water boiling or put a strainer in there and then pull it out or scooped it out. I've done it where I've scooped it out with a spoon. It just takes so long. And I am doing other things right now, like I'm able to go and I'm doing my laundry and I'm picking up the house and I'm feeding kids breakfast, things like that. So this is just kind of in between all of my work for the day. And so yes, there are ways that are much more easier, much more, you know, not wasting so much water, but in my mind, all this food was gonna be thrown in the garbage. And so that was a big waste. So at least I'm gonna take it and do something with it for my family. So I'm excited. So I keep that in my freezer. And I've got this going in here. So I got my carrots in here, and then in the back, I've got that stir-fry veggies. And these were blueberries we got and rinsed off and froze. And then these were grapes that we were gonna throw out. And so we just froze them on trays and we've been eating them, which has been really good. These are tomatoes that we're gonna be thrown away. So you always use up your leftovers. These are all of our bananas that we've had, and just they were going to get brown, and so instead of throwing away, put them in your freezer. So gather up your fragments. So you saw how I blanched all my vegetables. So that was a good way to use up all those fragments that that were just gonna be thrown away, and then put them in the freezer for another time. So you learn from my mistakes. A lot of it, I ran out of ice, so that's gonna be an issue because you only have one container of ice. And so I just kept the water, the cold water running in my sink and just draining it out. The key is to get the warm vegetables cold or lukewarm. And so you want to keep that. So I kind of use my hands, you saw, and kind of mix it around to kind of get all of that hot out of there. And so then just put them in bags, get out as much water as you can, place them in the freezer for another time. So that's a good way to use up some produce. If you know, is it worth it to do it for one bag? I don't know, maybe not, but we had like I had 18, I think I showed in video, and then I had 2 more bags I actually put in there. So it's like 24 bags, 24 pounds of carrots to go in the freezer. So that's a really good thing. And all those Brussels sprouts. So how will we prepare them? I will make like maybe just put a little bit of water in a pan with some the veggies and steam them. That's an easy way to do it. I like Brussels sprouts plain. I'm the only one that eats them along with my daughter, and so we'll just eat them simple with some salt maybe. I know there's recipes with bacon. I think I have one on my blog with bacon. That was good too, but we'll just eat them simple and plain. Carrots, I have a ginger glazed carrot recipe that we use, and it's a little bit of butter, a little bit of brown sugar, and some ginger and garlic and salt, and that's over on my blog as well. So I'll put that in the description below. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video of how I blanched my vegetables, gathered up my fragments, and used them. So you guys have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Okay.